Okay, guys, welcome back to the Let's Get Footy podcast with Chris and myself, Tommy. We are so excited to be back, guys. We've got a lot to talk about this week. We've got, obviously Arsenal, City, it looks like they're back, Chelsea, Tottenham. There's so much we can talk about, man.
I'm probably going to piss off our listeners because I'm just obsessed with Slot still being in charge, and I absolutely hate it. And we've talked multiple times for 2 episodes of how he should not be in the job. So I'm part of a Discord group for the Anfield Index podcast. If you listen to Anfield Index, go join their Discord. And someone posted a snippet from Paul Joyce, and this royally pissed me off. The snippet from the Joyce article says, "Start next season well. Many astute managers have been of the opinion that once doubt has been sown in the minds of supporters, it will always be there. That winning 8 games in a row counts for little because if the 9th ends in a reverse, then all of the old frustrations come pouring." Here's the section that really pissed me off. And he better just be taking the piss. Because he says, "It is imperative that Liverpool come flying out of the blocks next season. There will be huge pressure on Slot and the rest of his coaching staff. To avoid early setbacks and nourish the green shoots of a recovery he hopes will be evident in the coming weeks. FSG has been of the view that the championship-winning coach has not disappeared. The coming games offer an opportunity for him to prove." So
he's staying, bro.
Yeah, and I'm going to have an aneurysm. I told my friend who's supported Liverpool for like 2 decades, maybe him and I have come to the agreement that if this prick is still here, we're just gonna go full on Serie A until he's gone.
Who's your team? Who are you picking? Who would be the team?
I like to suffer, so I like Roma.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go by the kits. Nice kit. I used to have a Roma kit back in the day. Tight.
Yeah.
Kappa.
Was it Totti on the back?
I think it was actually, yeah. It was probably too tight, to be honest. But it was
if it was Kappa kits, yeah, those were tight. Nike, the Nike, when they had Nike, those were tight too.
Yep.
I think they switched to, I think they're Adidas now, right? I can't remember.
I'm not too sure.
I don't have their kit from last season, but I have the previous season when they had the Senate and People of Rome on the front. I always love those designs. Yeah. I think they should have that all the time and not have like a sponsor. Losing like 18 games, is that not enough of a sample size for somebody to not be in the job anymore? I mean, freaking Chelsea just sacked Rosenior for losing 5 games in a row. For all of those teams that have sacked this season, if the manager does not have a dedicated style of play, well, most managers do, but if that style of play is not gelling with your players, you don't have the appropriate players for it, they're not buying into you, they're not buying into the manager, like at Chelsea, you let it run its course, and at a certain point, you're like, okay, this is not working. We all worked at a job at one point in our lives where the manager absolutely sucked. And
Many
it
times.
absolutely deflated everybody. It's like, fuck, I don't want to be here. I don't like you. And when that manager goes, whether they're on vacation or they completely leave, everything changes. The mood changes. There's a little bit of hope now. I'm not trying to just pick on them alone because you've had a couple of teams that have sacked managers, like had a carousel of managers with Nottingham Forest, Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea. They sacked Maresca. Then they sacked Rosenior.
Well, I think Maresca left, didn't he? He wanted to go. So it was like a mutual.
I think so. I don't.
Something weird happened. He clearly had an argument with the board.
Yeah.
I think he spoke out in a after a game and then he left. I think that's right. He might have got sacked.
I think he might have got. They do that like mutual thing. Yeah. No, they kicked you to the curb, but it's just for. I think it's just for show. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there were definitely some differences. It sounds like if Pep goes, which I don't think he's gonna go if they win the title, that he was getting lined up for the City job.
So that's big talk.
that'd be interesting.
I think Chelsea made a mistake losing him. We can get into Chelsea in a sec, but
Yeah.
but just while we're on Liverpool, it's a difficult one, I know, because I'm not one that thinks it's good to constantly sack managers when they go through a period of.
Right.
I think you sometimes have to stay with your manager through those difficult periods. I know it's very different, but in League One, the Mighty O's, we're going through a difficult period, it's fair to say, and we're sticking with our manager, even though there's a lot of fans that would like to see him go now. You always get that in football. But
you guys lost a team ranked 24th. That's
yes,
a problem.
That's a very big problem, especially when, they're down and we just needed that win.
Yep.
And we've put ourselves right back in we're in the danger zone right now. And my dad and my brother were at the game Saturday, and they said it was terrible. One of the worst games. Now, I've heard that many times, that saying at Leyton Orient. This is one of the worst games I've ever seen in my life. Said it many times. As a Leyton Orient fan, it is something that you will utter very often. This is the worst game I've ever seen. But they said it's up there with one of the worst, which is terrible because it's such a big game. That was so important to win that game, to get over the line. We can worry about next season now. Now we can't. We're still looking down. We're still in a danger. Big game this week with Blackpool. Hopefully we can get 3 points there, and hopefully that will see us thinking about next season, thinking about playing Leicester, which would be nice.
Right? Yeah, that'd be nuts. I mean, oh man, what a drop off they had. But back to Leyton Orient, you guys are like on 51 points or something like that. And that doesn't even keep you safe in League One, which is crazy.
It's quite close. If you look at the table, let me just get the table up. You look at the table right now. There's still a lot of teams that are in danger. Okay, where's the table?
Fucking Lincoln City got 97 points. What a campaign for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Luton.
What is going on with my phone, bro? Sorry, man.
Yeah, Leighton's on 51.
Mm-hmm.
Orient's on 51. You got Wimbledon on 50, Exeter on 48, Rotherham on 40, who you guys lost to. No, it was Northampton, right? Was it Rotherham or
Rotherham? Yeah, Rotherham.
Rotherham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are 22nd? I'm sorry.
I know.
It's them, Port Vale, and Northampton.
There's only 2 more games left.
So you play 46.
Yes. So, hopefully.
So, and the relegation spots are from 22nd to 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
four goes out.
So 22, 23, and 24 get booted.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys are okay.
4 go down.
4 go down.
4 go down. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you gotta win because Exeter could.
Yeah, Exeter are the only team really. Well, they've got some tough games. Exeter. I know they got Bradford the last game of the season. Yeah, it's not looking good, bro. Week.
Yeah, I think if you guys can win and draw, at least you could possibly be safe because that's only a 3-point gap.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
and Exeter. I don't know if you saw their game last week. They had quite a wild game. The goalkeeper
No, I
scored.
didn't. The goal.
Yeah, last minute.
Stockport. That's crazy.
So yeah, we're in trouble, man.
Back to your point about like keeping the manager. I know you're in support of the manager at Leyton Orient, but I think if you guys start off slow next season, he's got to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough one. It's hard to find managers that are as good as Richie Wellens in League One. I would say, it is tough. He's been so good for us. This year's been terrible. Yeah, I just hope that we can get past this year because there's big plans at Orient. They're planning a new stadium as we talked about before, and they want to be in the Championship and obviously one day be with you guys beating Liverpool in the Premier.
I'd forever hate you, by the way. No, I wouldn't. I'd just hate you on the day. That's fine.
You got to give us a bit of time, you got to give us our moment.
I could see it now. It would be the first game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are at home. Monday Night Football. Liverpool's coming into and you park the bus and nick a
1-0. 1-0 O's. 1-0 O's. We'll have to check this. We'll have to check this, but Orient have been in the top league for one season. back in the 60s, I think it was, or 60s, I think it was the 60s. We was in the league, was in the Division 1 for one season, and I'm pretty sure, I might have to double check this, but I'm pretty sure we beat Liverpool and Man United. I'm pretty sure, but got relegated, which is typical O's. I'm pretty sure we did beat you.
Now, okay, I gotta check.
Sorry,
Leyton
man.
Orient versus Liverpool record. When did you guys play us? Yeah, you beat us 2-1 on May 2nd of 1963.
Is that the last time we played?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. But we thumped you at 5-0 at Anfield that season. So
Whoa.
I guess it's fair.
Wild.
I guess it's fair.
That's the O's, yep. Wow.
What do you guys think you need to get to where you want to be? Do you think he doesn't have the right players for the style that he wants to play?
I mean, the thing is, we've had the top goal scorer in the league this season, Ballard. He's been absolutely unreal. If we can keep him, that'll be amazing. But I'm pretty sure someone's probably going to come in and buy him. Just hope that if they do, it's big money. You know, we had a striker last year on loan from QPR called Charlie Kelman, who we should have bought, but we didn't. I think he decided to come on loan rather than us actually buy him, which was a shame because he done so well. And he was bought for $5 million, I believe. Charlton bought him. The team that beat us in the playoffs last year bought our top striker as well. You know, kick us when we're down, beat us in the playoff final, and then sign our striker. $5 million. So we missed out there. So if Ballard, I think he's better than Kelman, so it should be more than that at least. But yeah, just we've been unlucky with some injuries this season, like most teams have. But just I don't know what's been going on. Maybe I know there's possibly some tension in the coaching staff. I've heard at Orient. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's some whispers that I heard. I'm not quite sure, but I would stick with Richie Wellens for me personally. I know a lot of Orient fans are saying no at the moment. The other controversial thing is we've got Charlie Wellens, which is Richie Wellens' son, playing for us. Which is never. It doesn't always. It only really goes well if that player's playing exceptional, you know. If the players and a lot of people argue that he's not up to scratch at the moment, and he's starting, he's still playing, and that also has ruffled a few feathers as well. And I can't imagine that's good. I can't imagine that's an easy situation for anyone, to be honest. To have your son in the team and for Charlie to have your dad as the manager, that must be quite a difficult situation. So yeah, I mean, just hopefully we can stay up and then go again next year, and hopefully get to the championship.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah.
We deserve.
Now you got me invested.
Yeah, you're an O now. You're an O.
Yeah, you got me invested.
This is the thing. You'll slowly start forgetting about Liverpool. I'm sorry. It's an addiction, bro. You know, you get used to the pain. I know you get a lot of pain as a Liverpool fan as well.
Look, I'm not kidding. Like after the Merseyside derby, I was like, I checked the score of the O's game. I was like, did they beat whoever? Because I remember Tommy talking about it's a big game, and you didn't. And then literally after I checked the score, you're like, fucking O's, man. Like, I'm like, oh shit,
it hurts. It hurts. You know what? I used to get really upset when we lost, and it would like affect my week. It would affect my week, and I've tried as I get a little bit older. I've tried to accept the defeat on the day because it happens a lot when you're an O's fan. You know, if you're going to get upset every time you lose, you're going to be upset a lot of the time. So I try not to let it dwell on me as much as I used to. It used to really egg me. Now Saturday comes, we lose. But that one last week, that kind of stuck with me. That stuck with me a little bit more than recent losses because it was we just win that game, man. You're playing a team that's already down. We need to stay up. That's the game you should be winning.
Yeah,
at home as well. You know,
at home,
should be winning
that. You gotta win that.
Yeah,
you gotta win that game.
So that's disappointing. And it was funny because we did a podcast the day before, and I was saying, you know, how happy I was with the team and stuff. Which I know.
But yeah, it's just that. Yeah, that is football. And just a quick recap of the games before we go into the Arsenal thriller between Villa and I think they played Sunderland. Villa steal it at the death. Liverpool steal it at the death, and then shit,
Virgil's back.
Virgil, yeah, with the last minute header. It makes me sad. You know why? Because there's quite a few players leaving from the Klopp's side, and I think Virgil might be the only one left next season, and I could see him going as well. Um, especially if that manager is still in charge. I watched a clip. It was from Sky, and it was in the locker room, and he was talking because I think it was it Woodman made his like debut for the team. He's our third keeper. Because our backup, who's going to be the future starter, he took like a really bad like tackle to the shin and like cut it open and all that stuff, and he had to get stretchered off. But I think he should be okay. He's only out for a couple weeks, and Allison should be back for the United game. There's talk of him going to Juventus, but yeah. So what I was gonna say was, looking at that video, nobody, like the players, did not give a shit. Nobody was paying attention to him aside from like a couple of players that are probably his favorites. So it was kind of telling. You can tell when a manager has like the locker locked in. Like I've seen Pep's like talks in the locker room. I've seen a few other managers throughout the years.
Rosenior.
Yeah, I feel bad for that guy. Oh my
get into that in a bit. Yeah.
I feel bad for him, and I think like Blue Co owns like a collection of clubs, has a multi-club model just like Citigroup does, and they kind of, I think they forced him basically. It's like, you're going to be the Chelsea man, and it didn't work out for him.
No.
It's just,
he had a good start.
He did.
It just yeah. Some of his press conferences, you could tell it was probably a bit too much for him. You know, there was just something about the way he talked in press conferences. It didn't sound convincing to me. You know, they talked about this aura and stuff like that, but it was kind of a joke. It was a joke, and the players are going to think that as well. You know,
yeah. There was rumors that like the players were calling him like the art teacher or all these different things. They didn't respect him.
And apparently he was trying to be their friend, which is never a great thing. You know, I guess it works for some managers, but
yeah,
like, you're going to be one of the boys. It's difficult. You know,
I don't think a manager can be one of the boys unless you've played with them at a very high level. I understand being friendly with them and being more of like a fatherly figure. That would work, kind of like with Klopp and other managers that have done that successfully. But to be honest with you, Chelsea, like, I don't know where they're going. They spent all this money on these players. They can't get the manager situation right. I feel like they're farther away than they expected to be. And with that looming financial thing where they'll have to sell players, and I think they might have a transfer ban or something coming up. Yeah, it doesn't look. When they were signing all these players, oh, we beat Liverpool to Enzo. Oh, we beat this team to this signing. Oh, we signed this player. That's great. But if you don't have anything to show for it, that's a problem.
And they're giving like 10-year contracts.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to shit on, like, I'm not trying to shit on Chelsea fans. I just think like the way that new ownership operated is not healthy.
It's kind of like they didn't fully understand football. You know?
Right.
It was like they were looking at it like the NFL maybe, you know, and stuff like that. It's different. You know, foot is so different. The big contracts was weird. You know, so many of those players are on like 8 years. I mean, you don't see that very often in football.
Yeah, because what's the average a player stays on a team unless you're absolutely stellar? 3 seasons, maybe? If you're lucky.
2-3 years. I mean, you normally sign, I know in like League One, it's like you normally sign a year or 2 years, sometimes 3 years, but that's normally max, you know? So
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that whole Rosenior situation, it's okay. As a Liverpool fan, like, okay, it's funny to me. It's like, oh, you guys sacked another manager, right? But from just looking at it objectively as a human being, that's fucked up. The way he was treated, dude. If I knew I was on the way out, I would have just benched all of those fucking bastards and played the year.
Yeah, I think a lot of these footballers. Obviously the manager is very important. It's the main man. It's the guy that takes it when things are going bad and when things are going good as well. Obviously the manager's the main one. But I think a lot of these players have got to take responsibility as well. You know, it's like, especially with the big clubs, it's like at Man United. If these players suddenly feel like they don't like the manager, it feels like they just stop giving 100%. You know, it happens at all clubs. But these big clubs, they're on so much money. You know, they're doing the best job in the world. You know, if you don't, you can see when a team's not giving 100% and not fighting for their badge.
Yeah,
and it's terrible. Obviously, it's a big reason why Tottenham are possibly going to go down. You know, they shouldn't be in that position, but they're not giving 100%. I know they've had some injury problems, but again, that's, you know, they've still got a good enough team. And I think that's what's happened at Chelsea in recent weeks. They've just kind of they're not giving 100% clearly because they've got some good players there. You know,
I will say with Tottenham, I know they drew with Brighton at the weekend. That was crazy for Brighton to equalize so late in the game. But with De Zerbi, he has a style of play. You can see the style of play that Tottenham want to play. There's a bigger picture that he has for that club. So there's 4 games left. There's 12 available points.
Massive game this week.
There's a possibility that, okay, we went from loss to draw. Maybe they could string 3 in a row.
Well, they got Wolves this week. I know Wolves is not down. Yeah, they're already down. They're playing for pride, but they're playing quite well. You know, in the end of this season, they've been okay. So it's not going to be easy, but it's a must-win for Tottenham.
Yeah, and they're going. It's at the Molineux.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, man.
They would love nothing more than to drag Tottenham down with them, like a big club like that.
I do think Tottenham win this week. I don't know why. I feel like Tottenham are going to win this week.
Yeah, I think they might.
2-1. I feel like Tottenham win. I feel like West Ham might get dragged back into the West Ham. Who are West Ham playing this week?
West Ham. Let me pull up the fixtures because I have the Prem app. Okay, match week. They drew with Palace on Monday.
Yeah.
They play Everton at home.
Everton are in good form.
Everton coming off of the gut punch, losing the derby. Maybe. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Bowen's on good form too, so that might help them.
He's in my FPL team. Not this week, but the week before. He got like 16 points. He's doing well.
I told you, Holland. I told you. You didn't listen to me.
You did. You did. You said he would score this week.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, he's coming back in my team next week. I'm putting him back in.
Blank.
he's going to blank.
Actually, no, leave him out.
What a game, by the way. I was listening to it because I was working, but it was a great game. And I actually feel a little bit sorry for Arsenal because they actually didn't play too bad. They was unlucky. But
yeah.
But we knew it was going to happen, man. It's just written in the stars. What happens now?
What happens now? I don't. I think they win at the weekend. Actually, no. They're playing Newcastle.
At Newcastle.
They're at home. They're at home.
Oh, they're at home. Okay.
But they're playing Newcastle. If Arsenal don't score within the first 15 minutes, I think it's going to get. Who was it? I think when they were playing Bournemouth, I think one of the Bournemouth fans said that you could feel the tension at the Emirates. Because it's just, what is it, like 4 years in a row now? They were at the top of the table, except last season. They were top of the table for like maybe a week, and then Liverpool was top of the table just for the rest of the season.
Should we sing the song? Should we trigger the Arsenal fan base?
Oh my god! I never had this. The only time I disliked Arsenal is when we played them. Other than that, they were never like, even when they were like in the Champions League spots and Europe and everything. I never thought about it. But it's these online fans that just say the stupid
This is the
shit.
problem. Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't pick Scholes or Stevie G or Lampard over Declan Rice? Are you fucking out of your mind?
Like the fan base at Arsenal, not all their fans. Let's not say that. I know some good Arsenal fans, but some of them, I know every fan base has got them, but some of them, insufferable. And that's probably the problem. That's probably why so many people are happy right now, because, Arsenal won the league. What was it? 20 years ago, over 20 years ago now. It was quite a while ago.
It was the Invincible season.
Yeah. And Arsenal were talking like they're the best ever again, and they were talking about the quadruple, and they were so convinced. I know so many Arsenal fans that were convinced, and they might not get anything. Because I don't know about you, I can't see them winning the Champions League. Don't know why. I just don't think they are. And I know they've done well in the Champions League. Like, they've hardly conceded any goals. They've been great. But, we're at crunch time now where you're playing the best, and it's different.
You ever watch Chronicles of Narnia back in the day?
I think I've seen the first one.
Yeah, there's the one line where, like, Aslan is facing off with the Ice Queen, and he's like, don't cite, like, the deep magic to me because I was there when it was written. That's literally Simeone and Arteta. Simeone was there when that style of play. He created that fucking atrocious style of play that we find comical when you're not playing against it. So
the thing is, but what happens now if Arsenal finish second, don't win the Champions League? Arteta's got to go, in my opinion.
But who do you bring in?
That's the question. But I mean, it just there's a mental blockage there. Like, Arsenal really should win the league this year. They still could, obviously. It's not done, but they really should. They really should have won the league this year.
They should have walked the league this year.
Yeah,
they should have been like 20 points clear this year.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like this second again, ole ole. It's like that is in the mindset of that is in the mindset of Arteta, and it's obviously feeding to the fans, because you said about the tension. Bournemouth at home, that should be a win. Bournemouth are great. They've been great this season. Don't get me wrong. Bournemouth's my local team. They've been exceptional.
Yeah,
but Arsenal should have won that game.
I think the problem is that you have I get they play with a lot of defensive players, but they have some good attackers. They just play afraid. I think they're afraid,
especially
to come
recently.
out.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, there's 4 games left. You're tied on points and goal difference with City. The only reason City's at the top of the table right now is because they won the head-to-head. Just these 4 games, just stop with the defensive crap and just go hell for leather. Just go for it.
Yeah, which they kind of did against City. They was unlucky, I thought.
Yeah, when Eze's shot hit the post, it came out. Oh my god! Yeah, while I was watching that game, and they hit the post, and then Donnarumma had that other save where he like lunged in front of it, and then they cleared the ball. My cousin, like, he's a Red Sox. When we watch baseball, he likes to say "Ya cantó el juego," which means the game just sang. And there's one particular play where he sees it, and he'll say "Ya cantó el juego." That means it's gonna go a particular way because this play was significant, and that was the ball that from Eze shot hitting off the post and not going in. And I said that line. I was like, "That's it."
Yeah, because it would have been a different story.
The game spoke.
Yeah,
the game.
Arsenal get a point there. It's different. It's
100%.
Yeah. That would have been massive for Arsenal to get a point there.
Yeah, they tried. It was a good game. It was a good game, I will say. I enjoyed watching that. I think if Donnarumma doesn't gift them that goal, it's completely. I think we're looking at 3-0 at the half, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was a gift.
Yeah,
let's face it, that was a gift.
It's like luck was on their side.
Arsenal were pushing at that moment, I know City scored, but Arsenal was before and after was still pushing. But yeah, man. I mean, Arsenal, they've got to win this week. Obviously, they'll go back top this week if they win. I just think it's going to happen again. I think second again, ole. I think it's going to happen. I don't hate Arsenal. I like Arsenal actually. Arsenal actually helped the Mighty O's years ago when we were. I think this is before I was born, a long time ago. But we were having we nearly went bust at one point, and Arsenal were the only team that came in and actually put money into the club to keep us going. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish more big clubs would do that.
Yeah.
Because you hear of like smaller clubs folding and it's like, oh, we have $5 million in debt. I'm like, that's nothing to other teams. Like if every team if like 20 teams in the league just came together and put £500,000 each and just gave it like, here, save yourselves and here's some extra to fix your shit.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. But I think I think the way like everything's set up, the football pyramid, like nobody gives a shit about the lower teams, unfortunately. And that's where a lot of talent come from too. So
absolutely. Yeah, man. Absolutely. It's good. I mean, League One, it's a good level. League Two is a good level. Even the conference, we were in the conference not too long ago, champions of that league. It's a good level, man. It's a tough league. They're good players. There's talk of that being another league, League Three. there's talks of it. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So many teams seem to have these financial problems now. You look at like Sheffield Wednesday. So many teams go through these. It's a difficult one. It is a difficult one. It's because in football you have to spend money to be successful.
Yeah.
But for clubs like Orient, and it's £1 million is a heck of a lot of money.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Premier League, it's
like a player makes that in 2 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah. It's so different. Like the gap. Hopefully one day, bro, we'll be there when we've got our new NFL style stadium.
Right.
And we're the crown jewel of London.
Hey, if they come and fans put money into the club and start buying stuff and you expand, you'll be good. But back to Arsenal against Newcastle, they should win that game because Newcastle's coming off the 7-2 to Barca. After that, it was 2-1 to Sunderland. They lost 2-1 to Palace, and they lost 2-1 to Bournemouth. So they're coming in on a really bad run of form. So if now's the chance for Arsenal to capitalize and put some goals past them, see if they can. Because if we get to match week 38 and it's tied on points and goal difference, you don't want to lose the league on goal difference like Man United did.
Yeah. But if it all ends square, City win the league, right? Because they've won the two.
Because they won the head-to-head.
Yeah, they won. Yeah. So that would be tough. I can't see City and Arsenal winning all their games between now and the end of the season. I know there's not a lot left, but I can see both of them dropping points. There's going to be the odd draw there, I think. So it's obviously it's a must-win for Arsenal again. Obviously, it's a must-win for Arsenal this week, but it's not going to be easy. Newcastle are not an easy side, and Newcastle and Arsenal, they've got some legendary games in the past. Them two guys, and so it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a tough one. We're at crunch time, so every team now it's like Orient losing to Rotherham. Should win that game, but anything can happen. Now players are playing for contracts next year. Like Wolves, all those players want to be in the Prem again next year, so they're all going to be. That's a big reason why they're all smashing it at the moment. So it's hard to call now, man. It's so hard to call. We're at the crunch time. You got some of those players that are already on holiday mode, that are like the mid-table teams. So it's interesting. It's very hard to call now.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that I don't think City play in the league again until next weekend. Because they had their game on Wednesday to bring them back.
So they're all level now.
Yeah, they're all leveled on points. Yeah. They're all level on matches, I'm sorry. The pressure's on them. The pressure is on them. Now's a good chance for them to go and make a marker saying like, okay, we had a slip up, but like this is our league. Go put 3-4 past Newcastle.
Yeah.
Because you're at home. Get the crowd behind you and see what you could do. I mean, it's a damn shame that objectively speaking, trying to be objective about Arsenal, It's a shame that at one point they were like 12 points at the top of the table, and now
Yeah.
it's just I think it was like 2.5 weeks ago, they were like 9 or 12 points clear, and now it's level. It's fucking insane.
It is wild. That cup game was obviously massive.
Yes.
That mentally massive. And Arsenal was already on a bit of a down before the final. But winning that the way City did, and then obviously like the celebrations, like Pep knew exactly what he was doing. And he got into their heads, and now it's we could see it happening. I was talking to City fans, where there was still like a 6-point gap, and they were like, I'm not sure, but you could just see it happening, man. You could just see it. City have hit form like they do at the right time. If Haaland's scoring now again, in the league, it's going to be difficult.
The one thing that I will say is that Pep's up for it, and when he's up for it, I've been in those positions. I know what that feels like to rely on other teams because you didn't take care of business. 18-19, 21-22.
Yeah.
In the 21-22 season, when we actually made a quad push, when we drew with Spurs, I was like, that's the league gone right there. That was it.
What year was the Gerrard slip against Chelsea?
13-14.
Oh, was that long ago? Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
12 years ago.
That was one of those moments.
Around this time, 12 years ago.
Wow.
Because Rodgers was too stubborn and didn't want to take the draw.
Mm-hmm.
Mourinho handed him a draw. He's like, just take it. Just take the point. But no, he didn't want to do that. That was his problem. So I saw, speaking of that time period and making a comparison, I saw someone post on X that this is what we're experiencing now is the exact same thing that would have happened if Brendan Rodgers won the league. You'd still see that like drop off because Suarez had a massive campaign. Mo had a massive campaign. We got over the line because we had a good defense. I think Rodgers' team, we conceded 50 goals in the league during that time. So that's never a formula for success. But yeah, it's just this season and managers in general, it's like, what the hell went wrong? I don't get it. Like everybody shit Arsenal. Here.
Yeah. Take it.
Take it.
It's literally yours.
Yep.
Yeah. And somehow they're still in a position that they're in now. It's actually been quite a weird Premier League, I would say, because this season, because apart from Arsenal, obviously, like they've sort of been the leaders until now, but there's been no real consistency in the league at all, really. There's no real standout players this year that you're like, who should be the player of the season this year at the moment?
That's a good question.
It's so hard.
I don't know.
It's so hard to pick, O'Reilly at City. I know he's very young, but he's been incredible recently.
Yeah.
I mean, who's been like consistent, like Haaland last year, or Salah last year, where they were like unbelievable the whole season.
That's a good question. I can't name one for you.
Yeah. So that's weird, right? Because there's normally a handful of players that stand out for the whole season, and it's not happened this year. No. Even Arsenal haven't got a player that's like, Saka's normally the man. I love Saka. I think he's a great player. But this season, I know he's injured. He's had a lot of injuries and not really played much. And he's not, who's Gabby at Arsenal? He's been great.
No.
No. But who would we pick? It's a difficult one, all right? I don't know who we'd... Semenyo?
Maybe.
Again,
yeah, maybe.
Semenyo's done well at Bournemouth and continued it at City.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man.
That's a hard question. I got to look that up, who the PFA award is going to go to.
Yeah,
the player of
it's
the
a
year,
hard one
who's
to
in the
call.
running.
It's an interesting... Who, in your opinion, has been the signing of the year? It's another difficult question.
Signing of the year. That is a hard one.
It's another difficult one. I mean, you got Pedro at Chelsea. I know he's not been on the greatest run, especially recently, but that was quite a good signing, I guess. Other than that, who else can you think that comes to mind? Semenyo again at City.
Semenyo at City.
It's a tough one. There's like not many.
Gahey at City.
Should Liverpool have gone for him?
I don't think that would have made a difference because our problem is our tactics and our fitness.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason our players should be blown out their ass on the 70th minute. They can't finish them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's more on the coach. But
yeah,
I can't even tell you who signing of the season would be.
It's a difficult one because it's been weird. There's no standout players that have been consistent throughout the season. Really, like I know, like Declan Rice at Arsenal. Off the top of my head, there's none that really spring to mind.
No, nobody. It's a shame. There's nobody I could really think of that's like, okay, I really want. There's a couple players that stand out. It's like, I would like to have them on my team, like the midfielder Matheus Fernandes from West Ham. Really good looking player. Alex Scott from Bournemouth.
Yes,
good looking player.
Yeah,
yeah. Archie Gray from Tottenham. I'd take him. Wharton, but.
These are all very available for Liverpool, I would say. All of them players I think Liverpool could get.
Yeah, I would
pretty easily.
So if I had, I think you asked me last episode who I would sign for Liverpool. Wharton. I'd sign Adam Wharton. I really would, but because he's a line breaker. He's among the best of forward passes from the 6, which I think we need, but. If you're gonna play him, you need I think you need like a destroyer alongside him. I don't think you could pair him with McAllister, but McAllister's legs are gone. Maybe if you drop Szoboszlai back into the pivot with him and Wharton, I don't know. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in that midfield. But yeah, I think Wharton would be a good signing. For striker, let's go with Ballard. I'm kidding.
As long as you pay big bucks. Look,
if he stays at Orient and he develops pretty well, and he like becomes a budding talent, and he doesn't make a jump to a big team too soon, you guys could get like a massive fee. I think the best thing you guys could do is like just let him grow. And hopefully he's not badly influenced by his agents or something. And he goes on loan to like a big, like a mid-table side in the Prem, and he does well. You'd see teams lining up to sign him. And the fact that he's English, right? Yeah, he's an English talent, very young English talent. Dude, you'd have like teams willing to pay 50-60 mil for him.
I mean, I've seen many Orient strikers, young good players, go to like Championship and just completely drop off, like, kill it in League 2, League 1, go to Championship too early, and then you see them 3 years down the line they're in the Conference. It happens very, very often. I don't think that's going to happen with Ballard, to be honest, but it does. And also, Ballard, if you're listening to this, bro, stay for another year. Stay for another year, 2 years. Let's get up. Then you can think about the Premier League.
Yeah.
Going back to players that I think strikers in the Prem, you've got Krupi at Bournemouth that I think next year, he's had an incredible season, very young. I think next year he could well be at like a Liverpool or a Chelsea. I think
he needs another season though. It's like just because you have that good year, every big club jumps on them, and then it's like, oh, what the hell happened? Well, he needs to grow. He needs time to adjust. And if you're not willing to give them that grace, don't sign them.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of talent, like youthful talent, go and just die off. And also, you run the risk, which I wanted to talk to you about this as well, is prime example, Bukayo Saka. Do you think Arsenal have ran him into the ground? Do you think he's...
Well, he had those big injuries.
Yeah. Do you think he's done at the, like, being Saka's a top caliber?
Maybe. I mean, Saka's thing was always, his flair, his skill, his speed, and he was such an exciting player to watch last season.
Yeah.
This season, we've not seen that. And that is possibly because of the big injury that he had. So, how often do players have injuries like that and they can't come back from that? They're done because in their mind,
they'll never go full pelt again.
That could go at any moment. I mean, this is completely different. But I was running not long ago and I felt my calf go, right? And it was agony. And now I'm scared to I'm scared to have those when I go for a jog. I'm like in the back of my mind, is it going to go again?
I'm right there with you.
Oh, he's got it on. He's got the cast.
I am right there with you. I'll
No,
probably never run full pelt again. Ever.
Yeah. Because once you have that injury, and it can go at any time, and it's never quite the same. So I don't know if Saka's ever going to be the player that we. I hope so, because he's still very young, and
Yeah,
we've got the World Cup. I don't know if he's going to be in the World Cup this year. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be fit enough. So yeah, I don't think so. I don't think, which is a shame, because he's a good player.
When did he break through? He was like 17, 18?
And
he's what?
He's just signed a new big contract at Arsenal, right? He's just signed a new big contract not long ago. So he's staying at Arsenal.
Yeah, he's 24 now.
Oh, so he's so young still. Yeah.
He's had over 200 appearances.
Mm-hmm.
He broke through in 2018.
Feels like he's been around for years because he started so young. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around. It'll be 8 years. So that's crazy. It's kind of like with Wayne Rooney when he broke in so young, and he played all those games for Everton. Then he went to United, and he was always like he was always available, wasn't he? Like, and
great player.
When Rooney. He turned like 28, 29, it just
fell off. At him. You look at Rooney now. He's not much older than me and you, or me. I don't know how old Rooney is. I don't know if he's 40 yet. I don't think he is. But he looks
like he's 50.
He looks older than us, bro. That's for sure. He looks like he had a tough paper round. But what a player he was, man. I remember that goal he scored when he was like 17 against. I know, younger than that, right? When he scored that incredible goal against Arsenal.
16 against Arsenal.
Yeah. Great player, Rooney, man.
Did it come off the post and beat Seaman? I can't remember.
Maybe. I remember it was unreal.
Yeah.
I remember I was on holiday. I was watching it on holiday when I was a kid. I was quite young. And it was just like, whoa, who's this dude? Like, no, I think that's the first time I'd seen him.
Yeah. Like, wow. we should do an episode on the golden generation that didn't win shit.
Yes. Yeah. Shearer.
Yeah. Because there was where the hell did I watch this? But it was about Rooney and him breaking in so young. And I think was it the 04 Euros or something? It was all about, Rooney's gonna take us to victory and win the Euros. Like, it's like very early on, a lot of pressure on a teenager. So
was that when he broke his foot? He broke his foot not long before a tournament one time, and we were like, is he going to make it? It always happens with England.
Right.
Beckham, it happened to Beckham with his metatarsal.
Yeah, his first tournament was the Euros. 2004 Euro. He had a foot injury, and he was racing for fitness for the World Cup.
Yep.
So, yeah, that 06 World Cup.
I know he scored a lot of goals for England, but obviously, we didn't win anything, so.
Yeah, this 2000s team were just...
We had a great team on paper, man.
Yeah, but...
Gerrard, Lampard.
Yeah, even Neville said, like, it was just all clicks.
Yeah.
Like, nobody liked each other. Everybody just focused on their own club and the players. I think that would be a good episode to do a deep dive.
Yes.
On that one. I would enjoy that.
And I think personally that's happening again at England.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, you look at the recent friendly games, which for me, it's a silly time to have friendly games, international games a couple of weeks ago when Arsenal were going through this period that they were going through. And so many of their players pulled out of the international games. I know it was only friendlies.
Yeah.
But to me, that said a lot. And I know it happens. Obviously, at this stage of the season, you're going to put your club before your country. I get it. You want to win. You've got a lot on the line.
Ferguson did that shit all the time. Like, sorry, he has a hamstring issue.
Absolutely.
Everybody has a hamstring.
It's always happened. Yeah. But I feel like under Southgate, and Southgate gets a lot of stick, but for me, he took us to two finals. Got us closer than any England manager's got in my time. But what I think Southgate did, which, he does get credit for, but not enough, is the fact that he actually turned England team into like one. Yeah. They were like, when he was the manager, they were like one. There was no divide. They were one. They were playing for each other. Didn't matter what their club was. They were together. And that's why we done quite well and arguably should have won cups. But now I feel like it's reverted. I feel like it's gone back, and England look terrible at the moment. I have no hope for this cup, man. I just don't. I don't think we're going to do it.
And I think the
Hope
team
I'm wrong.
what was it from 4? Was it? When was the last Euros? I can't remember.
Every 4 years, yeah,
something like that.
mhm.
Yeah, the one Euros where you guys lost on penalties to Italy.
Oh, bro.
A couple of mistakes he made there. I think the one mistake that he made, and I'm gonna sound biased, I think him playing Kyle Walker over Trent because of what Trent can do from that right back, the creativity and everything. You put another creator on the pitch to play with Rashford and all those other guys at the time that were scoring goals. Saka was in the team too.
Yeah.
And
Saka nearly got through. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember when he got through.
Yeah,
he was. Who's that Italian defender that pulled him back? Hate him.
Was it Bonucci or Chiellini? I can't remember. It might have been Bonucci.
Yeah, but hate them both. No, I'm joking. but that hurt. We should have won that. That hurts. I know penalties. Obviously, anything can happen. Penalties is a shootout.
He brings on Rashford to take a penalty without having a kick of the ball. Like,
yeah, that was weird.
Fucking game. Like, okay.
Yeah.
That we'll save that talk for when the international competition
coming very soon. Absolutely.
Yeah. But, oh man! But
so who gets the Chelsea job now? I know it's obviously they've got an assistant till the end of the season, but who do you think? I know Iraola. I can't struggle to say his name.
You'd be stupid to take that job.
Do you think?
Yeah, I don't know who's going to take that job. Especially if they got a transfer ban coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this transfer ban is. I was talking to a Chelsea fan the other day, and I don't think it's like it was before where they couldn't sign players. I can't remember. We need to find out exactly what it is because I don't think it's as serious as it was when Lampard, when Lampard took control for a season and he was playing a lot of the young players and actually did really well when they couldn't sign anyone. Do you remember that? Not too long ago. I don't think it's as serious as that, this ban, but I'm not quite sure.
They got fined along with a 1-year transfer ban suspended for 2 years. So I think their transfer ban might kick in 2 seasons from now.
And they can't sign anyone for a year.
Yeah. Ooh. In those 2 years from now is when it kicks on.
Okay.
So I think in 2 seasons from now, they can't sign players. So Chelsea need a manager that can handle all those egos in that locker room. They either sign someone that handles all those egos or they clear house.
I think they're going to do a bit of clearing this season. I think they've got to.
You think Cole Palmer stays then?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's rumors that he wants to go to Man United,
right?
Yeah. Palmer's. I think Palmer on his day, he's a great player.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, there's even rumors now, and then the Coventry fans won't like this, but there's even rumors that they want Lampard. And everyone you say that to will say, no, he's just gone up with Coventry. Give him a year with Coventry. I do generally, if Chelsea seriously came in for Lampard, I could see him going.
I
know that's a little bit controversial because I know Coventry fans won't like to hear that, but I think he would.
I really think for the betterment of his career, he should steer clear of that Chelsea job.
Yeah, agreed.
I really do. Because he almost brought Derby up. They lost in the playoffs. Now he's brought Coventry up. After 25 years, they've been out of the top flight for 25 years?
Oh man, yeah, they went right down to the depths.
Yeah, he brought them up. I think the best thing he could do to that fan base is give them a season. If you look at it this way, Sunderland went all the way down to the base, and they came back up. They got the money from the Premier League for getting promoted, and they signed all these players, and they had a great campaign. So I think if Coventry can convince Lampard to stay, make the right signings, and give it a run and see what happens, I think that would be great. Because if he finishes mid-table with them, it's like, okay, I did everything that I could here. This is probably the best that it's going to get. And then he takes the Chelsea job. That would only benefit him.
Yeah, no, I agree. 100%, man. I just feel like if Chelsea did actually really come for him now, I can't see him, because you know how football's like, anything can happen, anything can change at any moment.
Yeah,
and there's not a lot of loyalty. There's not. So I can see it happening. I'll tell you, I remember Coventry. I think it was in League Two or League One when they didn't have a stadium. They were sharing a ground with Northampton.
Yeah.
Which, no offense to Northampton, it's a tiny little ground, not the best ground. Terrible away end. One of the worst away ends I've been in because it's tiny and I couldn't even fit in the seat. But the Coventry fans not many of them would actually go into the stadium, so they were like protesting. And they had a big, so it was like an away end, and we always took a lot to Northampton because it's not that far, and we always get a good following there. So we got a full away end, and then like their stadium, which it was just playing it to an empty stadium. Basically, it's really weird. Wow. But it was a night game, and in the distance, there's like a big hill behind the stadium. All the Coventry fans went on there. And we're like watching from there, and you could hear them, the whistles and singing, but you couldn't actually see them because it was a night game. It was such a weird. It was so weird to be
careful
there.
Going home.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I can't remember if we won or not. I can't remember. Probably not. But it was so weird just to hear them, outside the stadium singing, but you couldn't see them. And we're just in this empty stadium. Quite surreal.
Can you imagine Millwall getting automatic?
I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see Millwall in the Prem.
Oh my God.
Just for the chaos. Because it will be chaos. Every week there will be. Yeah, I mean, I want to see it just for I think it'll be very interesting. Imagine Tottenham go down.
Millwall
go up.
I like their logo. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the lion.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Millwall fans, and they're cool dudes. I know they've got a reputation. We should say, you know, no one likes us. We don't care. We are Millwall. But I've been to Millwall away. I've been to Millwall. One of my dad's friends, he's a Doncaster Rovers fan.
Oh wow!
And this is going back over 10 years ago. He was in the Millwall away end.
Yeah.
And he said there wasn't many Doncaster fans there. And he said he's sitting there watching the game, and all of a sudden he heard next to him there was 2 darts.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. This is just going back, but interesting fan base. But I've got no beef with Millwall.
Me either. Don't throw darts.
No darts over here. We like you. Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be interesting to see. I think, Ipswich have a game in hand, and they're level on points.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I don't know.
Let's get there. And we got Borough. Borough is still there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out Liam from the Spooky Shed podcast. He's coming on the show soon as well. He said he wants to come on the show.
He's a Borough fan.
He's a Borough fan. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the table.
They play.
They've gone to 5th.
Okay. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they're down in 5th. So I think Millwall. Hopefully Ipswich slip up. Sorry, Ipswich fans. And Millwall can solidify that second spot and get automatic promotion. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, man. We want Millwall in the Prem.
Have them stay there. I'd rather keep leave Spurs down.
Or West Ham. West Ham could go down and Millwall could come up. That would be wild. That would be wild as well. Because obviously they hate each other with a passion. So that would be.
Could you imagine both? Oh my dude. Yeah. West Ham stay up and Millwall. I
don't even know what they would do. Can you remember last time they played each other, right? There was that big, I think it was fighting on the pitch, when they ran on the pitch and were fighting. Really? There was a lot. Really? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they were talking about, if they played again, banning fans.
Oh my God.
I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. So there might be something like that if that happens. Because that would be carnage. Honestly, that would be carnage. Because it's been a long time since they've been in the same league. I know West Ham have been in the Championship not that long ago.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if Millwall were in the Championship at the time. They might have been. That would be interesting, bro.
Green Street 3.
Green. I think there is a Green Street 3. Did we talk about this last time?
We did. Is there a Green Street 3? I know you said the second one was horrible.
Worst film ever. sorry, I don't normally criticize films because I feel like films, to someone, it might be good, and it might be good to someone, but Green Street 2 is terrible, man.
No,
The
we shame
biggest
terrible films. That's okay.
disappointment ever. I bought it. I bought that film on DVD. I was expecting so much. It was so bad. I think there is a Green Street 3 though as well, and that's probably just as bad. I didn't bother watching that.
We said before, it's an interesting end to the season
It is.
to see who's gonna
At both ends.
come up, go down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we got Champions League coming up this Tuesday. We got PSG versus Bayern, and on the Wednesday we have Madrid versus Arsenal. I'm really looking forward to the Madrid versus. I'm kidding. The PSG versus Bayern. I think that tie could go either way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
what
do you think about that tie?
I kind of, purely because of Harry Kane and purely because of his Orient connection, I would like to see Bayern win. I'd like to see Harry Kane do it because there's this big, obviously, Harry Kane's. He has won trophies now at Bayern, but for years he kind of it was great for Spurs, but never won anything, and that was like the running joke.
Yeah,
and I'd love to see him win the Champions League. To say that an Orient player not long ago scored his first ever professional goal at Orient, and he goes on to win the Champions League. Let's go! I'll take credit for it.
Yeah, I want to see Luis Diaz. I want to see him win it. I liked him when he was at Liverpool. He pissed me off sometimes because he would always just dribble and do step overs and not pass the ball or shoot. You know, but I do miss him as a player. He's a good player. Had a great debut campaign this season for Bayern. So I really hope he does well and he gets that Champions League trophy. It's unfortunate he couldn't win one with us. He lost the final with us. He helped get us there. He was one of the big reasons why we got there. But yeah, I'd like to see Luis Diaz. And to your point, Harry Kane winning the Champions League and Tottenham going down.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't script it any better. I'm sorry, Tottenham fans. One of my coworkers is a Tottenham fan, and I feel bad for him.
What's he saying? Is he resigned to relegation?
He's down in the dumps. He's like,
I don't know. Because last week when we spoke, I said I think Tottenham are down. I think if they win this week and West Ham don't, they could save themselves.
Yeah.
And as you said, the new manager seems to. He's a good manager. We know it's gonna get better for Spurs.
Yeah, I think
the question is, does he stay if Spurs go down? I don't know about that. I don't know if there's something. But
that is a good question. I don't know how do the managers have a break clause if there's a relegation?
I think they can, and I'm sure there would have been something in place when he signed the contract. I know that he was told. I'm sure that he was told if Spurs stay up, he gets an incredible bonus. I don't know where I've heard that, but I've heard that. And I'm sure that's the case because if they can stay up, obviously, to give him £10 million or whatever, it's going to cost them a heck of a lot of money if they go down.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah, it's been wild, and it's going to go to the last day, which is cool at both ends. I think.
What do you think is going to happen with Arsenal? They'll know both legs and go to penalties.
Yeah, yeah. Arsenal haven't let many goals in the Champions League. I think they've let him how many goals have they let in? A very small amount, if any. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. But I think it's PSG or Bayern, in my opinion. It's going to be one of them two to win it, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think Madrid's going to go through.
You think Madrid? Yeah.
I think their attackers are better.
If Arteta can take Arsenal to the final
and lose
and come second in the league. I know we've said this previously, but does he stay?
I think he'll stay regardless.
Oh, you do?
I don't think he's going to get sacked.
Yeah, I think a lot of Arsenal fans would want him to get sacked if they don't win anything. But yeah, I think you're right. I think if he does get to the final of the Champions League and finish second again, ole, he's probably going to, keep his job.
Did he sign an extension recently? I don't know how many years he has left on that contract.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I think the reason you would keep him is because if there's a possibility that Pep goes in the summer, they might be in that transition period. So they could probably, go for it again. I could see the reason for sacking him. They spent, collectively £1 billion his entire tenure building this team. And I think the only time he won a trophy was the FA Cup with taking over for Emery, his squad. So
to not win the league now, I think it's going to be huge for Arsenal.
yeah, but if they sack him, where do they go? Like, who do you get?
That's the thing. It can take years. I mean, look at Man United. We've not even touched them. You know, they've not got over Alex Ferguson, have they?
No, but with Alex Ferguson, I think he left them in a bad position. I really think he did. He won the league. He got his league title. He fucked off, and he left the team like in a terrible spot. And he handpicked David Moyes, and I think Moyes was put in a bad position. He did. Moyes was back then. He was good. Did a good job with Everton, but I don't think he was.
No,
You put him in that position to fail. And I think they knowingly did that. And I think like Alex Ferguson, it's like, well, I did an amazing job at United. I don't want any fucker to come in and trump
really.
me. Yeah, I really think so.
Okay.
I really think so. Because if he wanted that continued success, he would help like managers that like when managers stay at a team for a long period of time, you can tell like how they want the team to move on after them. If you set up the building blocks for the next manager, signing these young players, etc., and give them the platform to succeed, fine. But the fact that like he left with like aging players and stuff, like it wasn't in a good position. And then they made all these like big signings and stuff like Di Maria, and that didn't work out. Memphis Depay, I remember him. Who else was there?
Who was the midfielder from Everton with a big afro?
Fellaini. Yeah.
What a player. Dirty player.
Yeah, he got away with so much.
Oh man, yeah. You know, I mean, because he was great for Everton, and obviously, I think at the time it was a bit of a weird signing for Man United, but yeah, they've never recovered. And I mean, does Carrick keep the job? Should Carrick? I think he should.
I don't know. I think he will.
I think he will. Who's like? It doesn't matter who they bring in. It just seems like we spoke about before. There seems to be problems at the top, and that always seeps down.
They've always had problems with the Glazers. That's always been a big thing with them taking money out of the club. United being a publicly traded entity, where the board the investors just only care about profit. So as long as United is making money for them, they kind of don't give a shit, which is a huge problem too. So, I mean, as much as I enjoy United's misery in the past, they've been doing better than most teams this season.
Bruno's a shout for player of the season, actually.
Yes, I agree. As much as I hate him, he's a shout for player of the season.
Yeah, he's kind of been the main man, obviously.
Yeah, but
and fairly consistent as well.
Pretty
consistent.
But with United, I think the problem is like it's literally the ghost of Alex Ferguson still there. He goes to like every game. He goes into the locker room. When you have that figure always there, that'll cause a problem.
Yeah.
Because the players will be more into Alex Ferguson than what you have to say. I mean, there were a couple of times where Ole had Ferguson do his fucking team talk for him.
Really?
Supposedly, that's the rumor.
Whoa, that's pretty wild. Yeah.
That's the rumor. So nobody come for me. That's the rumor that I saw. If anybody can corroborate that and if it's accurate, or if it's not accurate,
it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me because obviously they were very close, and Solskjaer was maybe, you could say, probably been one of the better managers since Ferguson, which is not saying a lot. But
Mourinho wasn't too bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah. He won a cup.
I think he won the Europa League with them.
Yeah,
he won Europa with them. With United, just like Liverpool, there's not much time. You have to hit the ground running. I think if Slot had this season last year, he would have been gone. He would have been gone already. But the fact that he won the league, that's probably given him some grace.
Yeah. Agree,
this
man.
season. So
Agree.
I think United is in a situation, but if they get it right, which I hope they don't for a very long time, it's gonna suck for all of us.
Yeah. Well, Ferguson back in the day, he was nearly sacked. You know, he went when he started at United, he was terrible, and they stuck with him. It worked out pretty well.
Yeah, you know, there was talk of when he was getting ready to leave Aberdeen, there was talk of him coming to manage Liverpool at the time.
Really?
Yeah, and I think then they like did the player manager stuff with Dalglish.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it's King Kenny. Come on.
Yeah, but how different it could have been, bro.
Yeah, we could have been the one that won like 13 league. What is it? 13 league titles?
Oh, not exactly. I think so. Yeah,
13.
I mean, they was unbelievable. You know,
Yeah.
there was a point where they were just such a good team. Scholes, Ronaldo. Yeah, they were unbelievable at one point,
Cantona.
man. Yeah, oh man, Cantona. What a player.
Flying.
Beating up the Palace fans. Yeah. And there's that goal, I think it was it against Leeds? He scored that incredible goal, and then he kind of done the iconic celebration where he just kind of turned.
Yeah.
It's just such a cool dude, man. Comes out with some weird stuff sometimes, but
you know who was a badass? Who was, I think, the heartbeat of that team? Roy Keane.
Yeah,
fucking David Beckham. David Beckham, oh my God, one of the best midfielders to play the game from a passing perspective. But Roy Keane, like, he was the heart of that team. Everybody say it was Gary Neville, but nah, dude.
No, it wasn't Gary Neville. No way. I mean, Roy Keane, man, solid as a, and he's still great to watch now as a pundit. I love him.
They're like, what do you think, Roy? What about this? He's like, I don't care. Like,
they were shit. They were shit.
Yeah. When he came out and said Liverpool, like, this is the worst Champions defense I've ever seen. Like, I agree with you. And it's not, I know he's not saying it just probably because it's United, but he's just straight up blunt and honest.
Yeah.
So I enjoy his commentary.
Yeah. You don't mess about with him. You know, he's that kind of. He does seem to. You do see like the lighter side of him, where he's a pundit sometimes, which is cool. When he was a player, man, though,
yeah,
man, I wouldn't want to mess with him.
No, not at all. He'd literally break your leg.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Do you wish the game would go back to that style?
Yeah, the old Wimbledon crazy gang. Do you remember them? You ever seen videos of them? Like they're
no, I haven't.
What's his name? Vinnie Jones. And play
look them up.
Look at the crazy gang, Wimbledon. I think it's the crazy gang. They were just they beat their way to success. They were like a tough team, very tough. Vinnie Jones, obviously. There's that iconic picture of you know Paul Gascoigne, Gaza.
Yeah. Yep.
There's an iconic picture of Vinnie Jones grabbing Gaza's nuts mid-game. Google that, and then that sums it up, man. That sums up the crazy gang.
Oh, that's nuts. I wish we would go back to more like physical style. When I say that, I don't want like the flair and stuff to die, but I want like players to be able to put a tackle in without everything being a fucking foul.
Yeah,
like players will win the ball and it's like, oh, they'll blow the whistle and give the foul to the player that was tackled. I'm like, come on, stop being a freaking pansy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. I wish there's a bit more, because it is a very physical game, football. But it used to be more physical for sure. I'd like to see a bit of that again. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see the individuality in players nowadays. Like, this is the last thing I say because I know we've been going for a while. Pep, one of the greatest managers ever, one of the greatest tacticians ever of the game. But his style of play makes everybody so robust, and everybody tries to copy that. And there's no flair, there's no individuality anymore. Like, it's hard to see a midfielder like Stevie or Lampard come through, or even David Beckham type of player. And if they do come through, they get molded into this like shoehorned and limited. Whereas in the past, like, I don't think you'll ever see like a Brazil team like back in the day again, like from 2000s.
Playing with that freedom.
Playing with the freedom. Yeah. It's like, it's the ability to take risks and the joy. like when you have your manager yelling at you on the touchline to like slow down your play. Like, fuck that shit, man. That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree. I mean, I would take Orient as long as they win. I'll have them playing like robots every week, as long as we win.
Yeah. Right.
But I know what you're saying. You want to see that flair. You want to see those hard tackles and that heart.
Yeah.
You know, you want to see players giving 100% and giving their all.
Yeah. Not all this like diving and like soft fouls and all that shit. Come on.
There's nothing better than seeing a player break through, get a knock, and stay on his feet.
Yeah.
You know, it's great to see because it's so easy to go down. You're going to get the foul. But you know, you got those players that just it's in that the instinct is just to keep going and to score till the end and go till the end. Too many players just jump on the floor now. I know what you're saying, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And if it is a foul and they're still breaking through and they miss the shot, I think just give the penalty after that.
Yeah.
Give the advantage and pull it back and give a pen. It's like, okay, you were tripped up and we got to call a penalty. So I think that would make it more fun. But all right, bud. I think this has been a great episode. What are your predictions for the weekend?
Predictions for the weekend. I think Arsenal get a win this weekend. I think Tottenham get a win this weekend on the other end.
Yeah.
And I think it could put West Ham back in serious danger. I know obviously they're in danger, but I think Tottenham win, West Ham lose. That's my prediction at the bottom. And I think Arsenal win at the top. Hopefully the O's can beat Blackpool and basically secure safety, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm predicting an Arsenal win. I think they'll beat Newcastle just because of they're at home. It's a game they should be winning if they're serious as a title contender.
Must win
for this race. It's a must win at home. Newcastle's been on a bad run of form, but I think in that first 15, I think in the first half, if Arsenal don't score, it's going to get cagey. And I could see the players, I could see a slip up coming if they don't score first. I think that first goal is going to be the most important thing for them. And God forbid they concede the first goal. It's not going to end well. But I'm picking Arsenal to nick this one 2-1 to continue the trend of Newcastle losses of 2-1. I'm sorry, Newcastle fans. I'm with you. I think Spurs are going to win and get it a little closer, fighting with West Ham for that last spot in relegation. Liverpool and Palace is another big one. I think we're at Anfield. I have like the calendar tied to my phone. Yeah, we're at Anfield for that one. Coming off a last minute winner against Everton, you would expect the spirits to be up and they would be up for it at home. But Palace has been a bogey side for us for the past couple seasons. They've cropped back up. They're one of those teams like we'll smack the shit out of them for a few seasons, and now they're like that bogey side for us again. Sarr always terrorizes us. I don't want to predict my team to lose. If I would have it my way, it would be at least a 2-1 win, but I could see this ending in a 1-1 draw. The worst case scenario is we collapse like we did at Selhurst Park and we concede in the last minute to lose. But I'm going to back my boys. 2-1 win.
Let's go. Up the Reds, brother. Up the Reds.
Up the Reds. Up the O's.
Up the O's. Please. We need, please, football gods, let us have this.
Ballard hat trick at the weekend.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
You got it. You guys got
please.
it. Sounds like, Tommy, we have quite a few people that you know that want to come on as a guest to talk football. If you're listening, let's get footy@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. We'll get you scheduled. You will come on, talk footy for about an hour and a half, shoot the shit, banter with each other. But if you're a delusional Arsenal fan, don't do that because you're just gonna piss us off.
I've got a few of them that are coming on.
Oh God. It would be great to bring them on like after the last game of the season.
Yeah. See what happens then,
Yeah.
How's that quadruple going?
Yeah. I think our first guest should be you said a Coventry supporter. So
yes,
that'd be a good.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch much of the lower leagues, but I'd be interested to hear about Coventry and how they're the fans see the club, the correct direction that the club is going in. So that'd be a good one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, it's a game of opinions.
Yep.
So you can't be wrong. You can't be wrong because nobody really knows. It's a game of opinions, and that's what's so great about it.
Yeah, and we're just having fun. We're just bantering. We're not serious. It's just good fun. It's not like we're the talk sport guys where we're adamant that a team
One day
is
we will
completely
be.
ass. Maybe. Could you imagine?
We take over Talksport. Let's go.
The late night show. That'd be awesome with the call-ins right after the
Jamie O'Hara, who?
Now tuning into Talksport for post-match commentary with Tommy and Chris. Dude, I'd have to move over to London for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you never know, brother. I think we know more than most.
Right? That'd be fun. Except if you played before.
Yeah.
Professional. But all right, folks, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Shoot us an email if you want to come on the show. If you're watching us on YouTube, please leave a comment. Please like, subscribe, share this with your friends. If you enjoy our content, that helps us grow. We're just starting out. So taking every opportunity to grow. And a shameless plug of our paranormal podcasts. I am the host of the Wandering Road podcast, and Tommy is the host of the Let's Get Freaky podcast. So if you like aliens, demons, ghost stories, hearing guests share some of their most traumatic paranormal experiences, like I was on Tommy's show and he was on mine, go pull them up on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Give them a follow, give them a listen if you like that stuff. Even if you say publicly you don't, we know a lot of us like that shit.
Absolutely.
So go give us a follow, support us on both podcasts, and we hope y'all have a good week.
Up the O's.
Up the Reds.